Hello, I hope you're doing well. Amos, Tarfa here. Just wanted to make a quick video about the schedule, the syllabus for biology, world history, and some of the other subjects. With living history going on this week, there's students who are ahead, there's students who are still catching up because they've been spending so much time with preparing for the living history, which is great. But here's what I want to encourage families with, and the students, please. My encouragement to you again is follow what your parents are expecting of you. If they want you to work on this specific lesson or get ahead on this or that, please just follow along. Your parents are there to guide you as well. We're in a partnership to help guide you along the way. Now, when it comes to math, for example, I tell students that they should aim to do about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour of math. Whatever math curriculum they're doing, they should keep working through their problems, watch the videos, do the practice, and so on and so forth. That's what they do for math. Every single day, I highly recommend that students make a plan. What is the plan for the goals for that day? And then at the end of the day, they should check how well did I complete those goals. That in and of itself is worth, that should be graded with more rigor than any work they do, because it shows how well they're following through on the things they said they were going to accomplish during their study sessions. That's just a good recommendation for study skills. I made a 10-minute video about note taking, and I hope that our students are able to watch that just to gain more skills and strategies for note taking. Note taking is very important. So for study skills this week, we have our journal and planner. Filling that out daily. What are the goals you want to accomplish, and how well did you accomplish it? Like, basically summarize what you've accomplished for the day. Number two, note taking. Keep working to improve your note taking skills. Have a notebook dedicated to biology, a notebook dedicated to geometry. So for example, I have this notebook, I'm going to dedicate it to a specific subject, and I write the date, I write the title, I write down all the details for that specific subject. Those notes can then be shown to Mrs. Hovland. They could be shown to different teachers or people to say, this is what I did, this is what I'm working on. Great. If you do it digitally, you should also be able to show evidence for that. So that's very important. For biology, students should be in chapter 5. Some students I know are already done with chapter 5, but chapter 5 is sort of everybody's at least in chapter 5, and then we move into chapter 6, and so on and so forth. So students should still be reading through the chapter, following the schedule in the back of the book, Appendix B, where it tells them exactly what to do every single day. They should be in chapter 5, right? That's what we're working through. If you're ahead, please keep going. If you're in chapter 9, keep following, keep reading, right? And then take the chapter test at the end. You can always send those to us, so we put it into quick schools. So that's what the details look like for biology, chapter 5. For world history, students should be doing unit 9 this week if they're in world history. Or again, if you're ahead, that's fine. Keep working ahead, but make sure you try to do at least one project for each of the units, right? So unit 9 is the sort of the base, the minimum you would be at if you're using Notgrass. If you're using your own curriculum, please do what works best for you. So unit 9 in history, biology, they're doing chapter 5 into chapter 6. We took the chapter 4 test last week, and that's something I know that a lot of students struggled with, and so we'll discuss more of some of those concepts later. But right now, they're going to be doing a lot of zoology, so it's going to actually be way easier. Chapters 6, 7, especially chapter 7 to like chapter 14 are actually much easier, because they're just dealing with, here's this species, here's reptiles, here's the characteristics of reptiles, here's amphibians, here's the characteristics of amphibians, here's birds, characteristics of birds. So they'll be doing those kinds of things, which is why we're doing the project for biology, is to share out the different types of animals so people can share different things about different animals, plants, and so on and so forth. So in summary, biology, we have chapter 5 into 6. That's where we're going to be working on for the next few weeks. They should keep reading and following the Appendix B schedule following chapter 5. They should be working on their projects, which we'll start presenting on Thursday and on Monday. Thursday, maybe a few people will present, but on Monday, we'll have more people present before we go home for the Thanksgiving break. World History, Unit 9. Let's see. English, Mrs. Owen will be sharing that. And then as far as math, please, I want to encourage students, no matter what curriculum you're using, to make sure you're being diligent with 45 minutes to an hour. Now, some people have needed more time in specific sections, and others have been moving faster through those sections. That's okay. They should keep moving ahead. Our curriculum, if you're using My Open Math, has the test at the end of every chapter, so they can still finish the chapter, do the review, do the test, move on to the next section, and that's just fine. Yeah, so those are the details for math and history and biology. If you have any questions, let me know. For those of you in physics, you're in chapter 3. Keep working through reading the concepts, answering the questions at the end of the chapter. Let me know if you have any questions, parents. Thank you for your patience during this time. I apologize that we didn't send out the details earlier, but let me know if you have questions. My big passion over the next few weeks now is really teaching them the planner, note-taking. Those skills are skills that every student at Lifestem Academy should have, because it will help them when they get to college or take PSEO courses. Let me know if you have any questions, please. Living History Museum is this week on Thursday. I look forward to seeing everybody act in their different roles. And then next week we have school on Monday. 5-day students are coming on Tuesday, but then we're off for the rest of the week. Take care and have a blessed day.